Hi, I'm Dr. Cynthia Clark, acupuncture physician, applied clinical nutritionist, creator of Energy Evolution, president of Longevity Wellness, and also currently training for my second Ironman. And I have a little story for you, which is that I'm human. And a couple weeks ago, I really hit the wall on my training. I got so exhausted, and it wasn't really I was doing all the workouts, I was eating good food, I was getting great rest, but something in me just hit a hard stop. And thankfully, I happened to be going to one of my favorite companies to learn more about herbology and about whole food supplements. And I had such a fantastic time. And my favorite thing about this company is that they put little sample bottles in the back of the room. And there were a couple of herbs supplements that I took at this training that were huge game changers for me, and that just knocked me right through that wall so that I'm not on the ground anymore. And I wanted to tell you about one of the ingredients in one of the formulas, and it's rhodiola. So it's very, 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 very important that when you talk about buying herbs, that you work with a company that has documented high quality herbs, because what you get off of the grocery store shelves is not nearly as verifiable. A little bit of it tests, a little bit of it is okay. Most of it's got a lot of fillers, and it's watered down in order to be, so that they don't, so that people don't misuse it, right? So like rhodiola, for example, it's a really, really powerful, it's one of these herbs, it's Tibetan. So it's one of these herbs that's grown in an area where the conditions are very harsh, and that means that the energy is very concentrated. And that's why Tibetan rhodiola is very potent. It's an adaptogen, it is an antioxidant, it is amazing for the cardiovascular system, it's amazing for the, it's hepatoprotective, so it means it protects the liver. It's also an aphrodisiac, and it's an immune stimulant, and it's a nervine tonic, which means that it makes you smarter. So what I did in this class was I took 3 at the beginning of class, even though I think the daily recommended dose is like 1 a day. But I really wanted to feel the difference, and I felt a dramatic difference. Now I want to tell you about the cautions of Tibetan rhodiola because it is potent. So here's who it's not for. So it's great for performance athletes and it's great for people in general if you are not currently taking a bipolar medication, and if you don't tend towards mania. So please know that it is possible that it could have interaction with cardiac medications and with antidepressants. So please be aware of that. And then finally, it's really powerful. So don't mix it up with caffeine, other sources of caffeine, because especially coffee, because you could really zoom a lot more than you mean to. And it's a different kind. You're not going to feel racy on Tibetan rhodiola. You're not going to feel like zoom, zoom, zoom. You're just going to feel like it's working faster and better. One of the things that I noticed was that I tended to sigh a lot, like my body was always looking for a little bit of extra oxygen, and that really went away when I added in the Tibetan rhodiola. So that's one of the ingredients in one of my new favorite formulas. I've got a few of them, and I'll tell you about that on a different video. For those of you that don't know, we have to separate the information that we share, like a scientific explanation about an herb. We have to separate that from the products. So I'll be telling you a little bit more about products in another video. All right, I look forward to telling you about it.